Hey guys, back with another video here. Wanted to go over the battery tenders that I use. This is it right here. It's the Delron battery tender Junior is the ones I usually use. I currently have 5 of these. I use them on mine and my wife's four-wheeler. Use them on our lawnmower, the kids' four-wheeler, the camper batteries, and I got this one for my motorcycle. I just put a new battery in that this year, so I just got the bike this year, but I had to put a new battery in it, and it was an expensive battery, and I don't want it to go bad over the winter. So I bought another battery tender, and I've had great luck with this so far, or this brand and this exact model. I've had them on the four-wheelers and stuff now for a good couple years, probably over a couple years. Worked perfect. I've come back with my four-wheeler has a winch on it, and the battery's kind of weak, and needs to be charged up, and it's no problem. Plug it in, and it'll flash its LEDs on there and tell you what state it's in, and it's charging, and a couple hours later it's full charge and it's floating it out. Real happy with it, never had any problems with it. Matter of fact, I've even accidentally dropped them from a plug-in that's been up higher, probably a good 3-foot, 4-foot plug-in off the ground, and it didn't break or anything. So I've had awesome luck with it. So I'm kind of bringing it to you guys to give this a positive review. And kind of just give you a little rundown on it. Like I said, this is a Delron battery tender. It's the Junior model. They make all sorts of different charges. You have to check them out. Different models, different 12, 24 volts. I don't know if they make a 48 volts. I haven't checked on that, but this particular one is 12 volt. It'll charge at 750 milliamps, as you can see on the package here. It's got a 5-year warranty. I haven't had any problems with them, so I haven't had to test the warranty or even call customer service at all. So I'm not sure how that would be. But what else can I tell you? It works for both. Let me see, 12 volts. LED. This particular one works for 12 volt batteries, lead acid batteries, flooded or sealed. Maintenance-free batteries, AGM, and gel cell batteries. This will all work on, and you can use it on motorcycles, lawnmowers, anything, any 12-volt battery really. Cars, jet skis, snowmobiles. It doesn't matter. It does have reverse polarity protection, spark proof. I'm just reading off the list here. It's got a 12-foot cord on it, which is nice. Plastic enclosure. Like I said, and it's 12 volt DC, 750 milliamps. So it's not like a huge charger. Like I said, it's just a tender is all it is. What I found out the hard way is with our camper batteries. One year I left the batteries in the camper hooked up. All the wires hooked up and everything, killed the batteries. And I understood why. It's got a carbon monoxide tester or alarm in it and everything, so it drained the batteries. The following winter, I unhooked the batteries, but still left them on the camper. I'm back, guys. Sorry for the interruption. What was I saying? We're talking about the camper batteries. Like I said, one year I left them out, hooked up. The other year I unhooked the camper from the batteries, but still left the batteries out. And with it being so cold and everything, the batteries end up draining out, draining the voltage just on their own. And both times it ruined the batteries. And the camper batteries are like $100 a piece. And so anyway, I did some research and found out that you're definitely not supposed to do that. You got to keep batteries fully charged to be able to make them last. So that was a lesson learned the hard way. So that's why I bought some battery tenders, and this one has been great so far. I've had no issues, no complaints with these. So that's kind of my review on that. I highly recommend them. If you need to throw them on, you know, if you're storing your bike or whatever it is for any amount of time, that's something that's got a battery in it, definitely put a battery tender on it. That way when you pull it back out, you don't have to go buy a new battery. So I will open up this package and show you what's inside of it. Comes with a couple different connections here. Lots of cable, as you can see. How long did it say? It said it was 12 feet long. Has this style connector on it. And they give you a couple different options for mounting. Let me undo the tie here for this one. This one has the same plug on it. So it just plugs right in like that. There's only one way to do it, so there's no screwing it up. And I've tested it, and even if this part stays plugged in, this lead right here is not hot. This is the ground for it, so you don't have to worry about it arcing out or anything. You just leave this plugged in and leave this just dangling if you would like. But this just plugs in like that. And this one you can hook right up to your battery and leave it affixed right to your battery, which is how I have done them all so far on my four-wheelers and lawnmower, stuff like that. I just hooked it right to positive and negative, and it's labeled here with the red being positive and black being negative. And it does come with a fuse. It's fused with a 7.5 amp fuse, if you can see that. Never had an issue so far of blowing fuses or anything, but then it also comes with this other hookup here. Let me get this one undone for you. And it's just got a positive and negative alligator clips. So you can just alligator, you know, hook right onto the connections, positive, negative on the battery, still with a 7.5 amp fuse in it, and with the same style plug-in. And all the plugins have these little covers on them, so if you want to put them on there like that. What I do with the four-wheelers is I will put the covers on and then just kind of tuck the extra cable underneath the seat in the four-wheelers, and you know, it's all hidden and away and not going to cause any arcs or anything. So this is the other plug-in, or other, not plug-in, but other hookup that it comes with. So you got two options that you could do. Like I said, the 12 feet of wire on here, so it doesn't have to be real close to the vehicle, but in the proximity, or motorcycle or whatever. It does have blinking lights on it. If you can see here, there's a little clear spot. That's an LED blinking light. And it says on here, if you can read it, it says when there's a red light flashing, it's not charging the battery. So it's more or less like not hooked up to a battery. A solid red light means battery is charging. Flashing green light, battery greater than 80% charged. And a solid green is monitoring charged battery. So that it'll blink two different colors and in two different sequences. Like I said, it's works great. It's definitely a thumbs up, and I highly recommend it. So on that note, spin the camera around here, and this is what we're going to be putting it on. The bike I bought this summer. It's getting cold outside here in the Upper Peninsula. Well, it's not getting cold. It's been really warm. It's been high of 50s and almost 60s still here in the UP, but at night it's getting pretty, it's getting dark at 5:30. Right now it's about 5:30, and it's, look out the window there and it's dark. So it's getting dark fast and getting colder at night. So my riding time is pretty much over with this for the season. I don't really have much gear yet for riding, so riding in cold weather is kind of out for me right now. But so I plan on taking the insurance off of it and getting the battery tender hooked up. Maybe I'll do a little polishing on it before I put it away. But so anyway, we'll get to it and get the battery charger hooked up on it, and we'll go from there. So that's it for this project, guys. We got our battery tender all set. That's all I'm going to do is, like I said, I might polish the bike before I get it all totally put away, but maybe polish it up with the cover on it, plug our battery tender into it. Good for the winter. It's all set. Ready for and hopefully spring comes soon. We can get back on the road again. But that's it for this video, guys. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, if you found it interesting, or liked the battery tender itself. Like I said, I like them. I got now 6 or 7 of them, so I'm happy with it. But give this video a thumbs up if you liked it or enjoyed it, or if it was helpful to you. Subscribe if you like. Definitely more videos coming out, different projects. Other than that, I will see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.